Welcome back everyone to New York City here and a Subway Builder. So in the last episode we went ahead and started planning for the end of the purple line up here. And I think today I want to try to finish this purple line before I expand any others. That way I know where the others need to go. So I'm going to start right here at this junction where the L and the Y split apart. So I just want to see where we have elevation. So 5 and probably around -9, which will get us under here. So that's all good. So I'm thinking that the Y will come across here and up through the Bronx, probably on this side. So we'll get this started. Now I know up here it's all pretty well planned, and down here we really haven't done anything. I'm planning on most likely in this episode getting most of this sorted out down here. That way the purple line is our first completed line, and then we can start working on expanding some of our other lines, and then also eventually over here into New Jersey. So we'll go ahead, get our stations built. So this will come across and we'll have a station right here at Yankee Stadium. Now I do actually, let's look at our stats. So obviously residents, we're gonna have a lot up here. Workers, not so much, but it is what it is. And it's good to see that we're seeing these bubbles starting to turn blue, meaning they're using our transit. Route ridership, the L and the K here are the most popular. And then stations. So obviously down here where all this is being transferred and whatnot, they're going to be our largest stations. So that is looking good there. So we'll go ahead, get back up here to what we were working on. Now I am going to bring this back up to a -4 on the depth. So we'll just continue following this road. What road is this? Jerome Avenue. So we'll keep following up here, Jerome. And I'm not sure exactly where this line is going to end up. Maybe up here. Yeah, probably right up in here. So we'll keep getting this going up to its terminus, and then this line. I think this is the K. The K line will be completed. 193rd Street. Actually, I think no, we'll just build a station up here. So right here will be the end of the line, and then we'll go ahead and put our track in. Now for those of you who have been watching this series, I did start a series on the new London map. There was an update that brought in British cities. So if you're enjoying this one, please do go check that series out. That one's a little bit different than this. I did do a live stream video, and I did find out that Heavy Metro is not the way to go at first in London. So that one is actually all light metro to start out. Hopefully I can get some heavy metro into there. And it is a lot harder to build since the streets are a lot smaller, so we don't have these big grand avenues that we have here in New York. Also in that series, I really don't know anything about the London Tube, so it's pretty much a very unique system that I'm building, whereas here in the New York build, it's almost, in this one it's like a New York style build, whereas in the London series it's completely original with no influence of the real system. And also I don't know that much about London, so it's not like here where I know where everything is. So this is going to cost $839 million. So we'll go ahead and build that. Once it loads here, we'll set up the Y line to come all the way down here. We'll edit this. Stop on both sides. And we'll have this all the way out. Now, I think where the H and K are getting stuck, if you've noticed, we've been getting little warnings. I think that's down at the southern part of the line more than anything. So we'll go ahead and confirm that. We'll get 10 trains per hour. And we'll keep it like that. So that's good there. Now this line terminates at Bedford Park. The Y line, and does the Y line... Okay. Okay, so the Y has not been extended down, which is fine. So we'll go ahead, start this back up. Now, the K line is complete, so we don't have to mess with that. The H line, I am going to... How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to bring it up and just terminate up here as well. And then this L line will just terminate up here somewhere. Or I could, maybe I could bring it over and terminate in the Bronx, but I don't think I really want to do that. So we'll leave this area, that not this area, the L how it is, and I'll just continue the H. So I'm thinking if I curve this out, I can have a stop up in here. I don't actually think I need it at -9. Well, we'll leave it because we're gonna have to cross up here anyway, so it might as well have another stop there. Come around. We'll go up just like that. And then the terminus, if I really wanted to, I could keep going north, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna stop it. No, yeah, we'll just stop it up in here somewhere for now. Probably right here. We'll stop it. we'll go ahead, build our track just like that, and start bringing it down to meet with this road. Perfect. So we'll just keep bringing this down all the way. Oh, wrong button. Bring it across the river. Just like that. Bring this down. Now, the hard part here is going to be getting this to join up with this road. But I think I got it pretty good. It's going to be pretty straight. And then that completes the H line. So this is 607 million, so we'll go ahead and build that. Once this builds, we'll go ahead and get the H line all hooked up. So come in here all the way down, edit the route. You'll connect to both sides. Oh, you know what I forgot to do. We'll discard those changes. Silly mistake. Crossover. There we go. Build that. Get the H line. The edit route. Boom. What? Is it not the H? What is going on here? You're connected. You're connected. Oh. Apparently, I did not actually connect that. There we go. Now we should have no issues. Bring back the H. Alright. There we go. Now it's behaving. So we'll bring this all the way up to 252nd Street and it will return back. Now I think this is a line that is actually... Oh no, the H is not completed. So it's going to be the only one that is completed then on this is going to be the L. So the L is completed. It's completed for now, and so is the K is not actually completed. It's only completed as far as its northern terminus. But this L, I'm thinking we could probably bring up a little more. I don't think I want to because those are going to be dealing with a lot of that. So the L will be fine there. So now we'll migrate down to this section and finish off the K. So we'll get this going just to give us some more money. So the K is going to come down like that. Avenue T, X, Then the next one can be Shore Parkway, and then it's going to turn, and it's going to follow this road all the way down. Now, I do have the option to follow this actual connection that comes through, but I don't think I'm going to do that, because even if I do come down here, I'm still going to hit everyone I need to. So we'll get a stop here, and we'll get a stop right in here. Whoops. Click right there. And then we'll turn and we'll have a terminus right there for Coney Island. So we'll go ahead and get these tracks in. Hopefully not have too much of an issue getting them connected. Now, honestly, I don't care how slow that curve is. You're coming into the station anyway. So we'll get that added in. And now we'll just complete this line all the way up. So that will be this line completely completed, our first fully complete line as of now. So that is a big accomplishment in and of itself. It'll be interesting to see in the final end game how our system looks. Now, I don't know how long this series will go, because obviously by the end game we want the system to be fully complete. But to be honest, is there really a system that's ever fully completed? And I don't really think there is systems that are ever fully completed. So we'll go ahead, edit this, get the K added in, and then the K line is officially completed. Now, it would be nice to have like express service down here, but I don't think it's really needed. So that's one reason it's just local service only. And there we go. Officially completed, so we can confirm these changes. So we are going to need to buy more. So we'll go ahead and buy 50 more. Bring this down to about a 5-minute frequency. 7 and 15, just like that. So there we go. There's our first officially completed line. Now, I'm going to work on this Y line, getting this down to where I want it. Now, I'm still debating whether I want to take this line, which I can, and I can just share this platform, or come down through here and end there. But I think I'm going to do it along this road right here. So we'll have a stop there, and then we'll get our stops in here just like so. Come down, turn. Actually, I could probably come down, turn, and then connect back up right here. Then we'll get this all set down to Coney Island. And now, I know that in this game, it doesn't, Coney Island really in the summer, like if say we were in a summer month or whatnot, there's really no change in demand. But then again, this game, you don't really have, you don't have months or seasons anyway. So I'm seeing we're having a lot of K's blockages. H and K. Now, one way I can get rid of that, let's just pause this. Now, H and K are going to be right here. So these are running express anyway through here. Now the question is, where are they getting stuck? I do not know. But we'll finish this out and then take a look at it. We'll go ahead, keep building down here. So we'll just boom. All the way down. So now we're coming into Coney Island. This would be what is Coney Island Yard. Go ahead, build our track. It needs to be a -9. And then we can come back up to -4. So curve here, and then in like that, and there we go. That was probably going to be the hardest part of this whole operation. So we'll go ahead, get all of these up here. Now, in the news, something about the New York subway. The subway actually just started doing these new fare gates. Love them, hate them, that's up to you. But they're, instead of turnstiles, they're door versions that lift and lower when you pay for your fare. Now, I do think it's a good idea, but at the same time, I think the timing of it wasn't the best, especially with these holidays and doing it right now. And there were so many other new things that they've been doing. Like, they're getting rid of the Metro card today, and tomorrow it's going to be all Omni cards or tap or however you want to pay. But the thing is, like, for all those people who have Metro cards and that haven't switched yet, that's going to be a pain in the commute tomorrow. And I think the whole business would have it would have been better if they waited till after the holidays when the crowds died down. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not that important, but it's a big inconvenience for many people. So we'll hook this up, get this built. I don't even know how much it's costing us. And looks like $1 billion, which is fine. So we'll pause this, and I think I'm going to have to redesign this whole thing. I think we're fine here. I just think it's down here we're not okay with it. Which is easy enough to fix. I mean, I could just have these run a little differently. Maybe. Oh, that's going to be a pain because I'm going to have to take all this back. But I'll do it off camera. Change how this works so we're not getting as much trains that are being stuck. We'll go ahead. Garfield. And then keep on coming down into Brooklyn. Now, these heavy rail lines, these are going to be my main lines. But I do think I kind of want to do some light rail that feed into these. Obviously, in New York, they don't have that, but I think it'd be a nice addition. Because thinking about it, like, there's these big gaps that do not have service. So if I have a light rail system that's going to connect all these lines, I think we could funnel more people into the system. Or like someone who wants to go from Avenue P to Quentin Road, they either got to go all the way up here to Sterling Place, or they have to come down to 8th Street and transfer to go over. So I think that'll alleviate some of the left to right issues where we may encounter. Now, this line goes in that side, so we'll put that into there just like that. Confirm the changes. And what is our service? 8 minutes. We'll do that. And that. Now save that. Go ahead, hit play. And now we have this section all done. Now, it may not look like there's a lot of trains along here, which is fine. And I'm still getting that there's K's being stuck. And I don't... This is what I'm confused about. I don't know where that's coming from. Because K is an express line unless I have something royally messed up here. So K is coming through. Yeah, so I don't know where it's getting stuck. Because, oh, I see. That could be an issue right there. But otherwise that, I don't see where... We'll see if that fixes the issue. Well, we'll see. It may not. It may not, so... We'll let that run. So now, our next purple line that we are going to work on is this H line here at Rogers Avenue. So we'll go ahead, get everything built. Now, my station placement is kind of arbitrary out here because there's really... It's all going to be residents, so I really don't need to hit certain areas. So we'll bring this out, and then where exactly? Yes, so this is where we're going to be merging with. So actually, let me get this. And then we're going to want this. Actually, let me build my station right here. And then I can go ahead, get this connected in here. And then you can come. Actually, I could have done this double track, but that's fine. So we'll bring you under, bring you up to 4, and then connect you in like that. And there we go. That's dealt with. And then from here, we were going to go up towards Jamaica, which is going to be up here. Or, well, we still could do that. Come up and then turn. So, yeah. Let me get a station in here, and then we will build our track like that. We'll get our single, and now time for this other side, which is going to be a pain, like always. Then we can bring it up to 4, and then boom, just like that. Now that's done. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. So we'll have a stop there. We'll get a stop here. And then, ooh, that's going to be an issue, which is fine. We can just bring this down. Actually, no, yeah, we'll have one expensive station and bring this back up and keep on trucking. So we'll go there. I'll follow here. We'll have a stop there. Bring in a stop here. Just make sure I'm following this right. Yep. And then have a stop there, and then do a stop there. And that will complete this line, so we'll go ahead. Well, it does not complete this line, actually, because I got to figure out on this side where we want to stop. So I'm thinking we can probably come around and then follow this road out, or the issue here is going to be I can follow this, but then I'm going to get here and that's going to be an issue. But I could, I think, get on the side of it and then follow follow this and then turn here to go out towards Jamaica, which I think that's what we're going to do. So I need to be on this road here So we'll bring it, we'll get a station right there. Have a station there. Keep coming. And then we'll do a station right there. Right there. And then we will end up right here at Jamaica. Now, I don't think I'm put a station there, so and that's going to be the end of this line. So we can go ahead, get this all built in. Now, this could change. There is room to expand, so it doesn't have to be the end. So we'll get this in here like that. Now, hopefully, these expansions are going to bring more people into the system, which means more money, which means we can do a lot more. Then after we get this built, we'll just take a look at the finances of the system. I haven't really been watching the finances. Now, finances are important, but we've just had enough money recently that we really haven't had to worry about it. Now, with my London series, I am nowhere making the same amount of money as I am in this system, so I am watching my finances on that system a lot closer than I am here, per se. And someone did tell me that the mechanics are a little bit different in London, that even though there's less population per the game, oh, this is that section, even though the game is telling me that it's less population, that the demand for ridership should be the same. Now, whether that's true or not, we'll have to see, but it's hard since the population is way more spread out. I believe the map on that one is twice as large as the map for New York. So in that series, I have a couple different obstacles I'm overcoming, you could say. But it's nice to get back to this New York series. I really do enjoy it. It's something that I feel in this game I'm able to kind of be more creative than in some of the other games. Now, games like Transport Fever, City Skylines, that you can do whatever you want. Like in those, you basically start from scratch, which I'm hoping when Transport Fever 3 comes out, I will be making videos on that. But I just feel like if I'm gonna create a system like this, like, yes, it is realistic in that if the city was there, you'd have to follow what's in the city. But I feel at the same time that if I could build the city alongside the system, like how the real system was, I think you could really change the landscape. Because if you look at the system today, it follows major arteries throughout the city. So we'll just get these lines set up, and then that will be the purple line completed. Now, like I said, completed in the sense of this is what I want to do for now with these lines. I really don't have more room to expand with these lines, and that if I want to make another line out of this, it's really not going to work too well. So I'm not really going to worry about adding more lines rather than expanding. And when I up the number of trains on the line, I don't want you guys to think that, oh, 25 trains, like that's a lot, like especially for that section where they're all coming. Well, you also got to realize they're more spread out. So if I kept 15 and the time between trains went up to, say, 15 minutes, there's going to be a lot more wait time. Whereas when it goes to 10 trains per minute, it's really, how do I put it? It's going to be the same amount, but spread apart. So, like, if I have all all 7 lines here, 10-minute leeways, you're going to have 70 trains per hour through here. Which, okay, sounds like a lot. But you got to realize some of these are splitting off, going different directions. So, like, say you want to take the L from DeKalb down this way. Well, yeah, in the time you're going to wait, you're going to see 7 trains. But in that time period, you're only going to see a couple of the ones you need. So, yes, it gets a little crowded here, but it does spread out as it goes. So, there we go. We finished that line. So, this is the state of our network. As you can see, here's our little spine where all these come in. And then you have this spider network. Now, this is where I'm talking about the light metro. Possibly running it through these areas to pick up, maybe even loop lines to pick them up. We'll see how that goes, or how that manifests. Now, up here on the 9 line, we finished here at Main Street. Now, this could keep going up, up here in Queens. I don't think I want to do that. But this is a 2-rail line. So I really don't have room to expand another line on here. But I could, because this whole thing is elevated, I could bring it across and into New Jersey. We'll see how that goes. Because honestly, if I'm going to start bringing stuff into Jersey, I kind of want dedicated routes to come in. I don't want to have these long lines that just come across. So I'm thinking if I'm going to do that, I'll probably come underneath, stay low. I can afford to have a low line. Do a loop, come back, and then bring it into here, into Newark. Have some lines out here, maybe even a longer commuter line, like stops here at Newark Airport, Newark, Hoboken, into Manhattan, but we'll see. In the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this blue line. That's our secondary line for right now in Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. Hopefully, I can get some of them up into the Bronx. Same with this brown line. Now, the brown line, yes. So, I did quad line it. Obviously, I'm gonna bring it into here. I can bring it down actually through these parts that are missing, and then forget about the light rail. But we'll see. This blue line, I think I've talked about it in previous episodes. We're gonna branch it off or have it make a turn somewhere somehow, and it's gonna come across. One branch up here into LaGuardia, another branch to service this area of Queens. Then in here, I'm thinking maybe just a line that stays in Queens and Brooklyn. Because obviously, like this, if you're going from here up to here, that's a long journey. So by putting another line in here, that kind of cuts down travel time that way. And then in the future, Staten Island, New Jersey. So, thank you everyone for watching. If you're liking the content, remember, comment, like, and subscribe. Have a happy and safe New Year, and I will see you in the next video.